It's hard to go anywhere on the streets in Metro Atlanta without seeing an auto accident. They can be an irritant for those of us driving by, but for those involved in the accident, it can be life-changing. Richard Griffin with the Griffin Law Firm is here to talk about the challenges. It is so true. You get irritated, but those are real people.
It is, and every single day you drive down the road, you see probably at least one accident, and it is amazing how often that happens. And you're right, it's an inconvenience for those driving on the roads because of the traffic and what have you, but it is a life-changing experience if you're injured, and knowing what to do when you're in that accident, and knowing and having the courage to ask for help and to call an attorney to help is going to make a big difference, because then you're not just at the adjuster's mercy just trying to feel your way through it. You've got somebody really guiding you through.
Because the challenges are real.
They are, and if you make a mistake, it could cost you a lot of money, and it's money that you're not at fault in this. This is another accident, an accident caused by someone else, and you're the one who's the victim. But if you don't make the right choices, you could be ending up with a lot of medical bills that you're stuck with, or lost wages that never get paid.
So can you kind of run down some of the challenges?
We've got a graphic I'd love to show. It goes through some things. First of all, when the accident occurs, you got to call the police. No matter what the other driver says, call the police. Keep your wits about you, get the witness information, tell the police exactly what happened, get pictures of property damage if you can do so safely, get the medical treatment. You may need to have an ambulance if you need to. Those are all critical. The next thing is insurance. You're going to have an adjuster that's going to call you and want to record a statement, and you've got to make sure you get an attorney to help you, because they are trained to ask you questions that may hurt your case. You may say things that you didn't mean to or that you didn't intend to. Also, getting written notice out. There are time limits for notifying all the insurance, and it's not just the negligent drivers, your own and others in your household. That's something we can make a huge difference at, and you can really walk away from huge policies that you need if you don't do that right. Property damage, so many times people are so frustrated. Adjusters are saying, we're investigating it, we're not going to get you a rental car yet, we're not going to send out the field investigator to look at the property damage. If we get involved, that's going to go very, very smoothly, and you're going to get into that rental car or get that total loss payment a lot faster. Lost wages, that's one where you are trying to make ends meet, and we get in there to make sure that those are documented, that you get the treatment you need so you can get back to work sooner. And if you have short-term disability, or if you have disability on your auto insurance, we're going to make sure that that gets paid. And then ultimately out of that settlement, you're going to get paid that with your medical expenses and your pain and suffering. And then medical treatment, so often people don't know what to do. Do you have health insurance? Should you use it? We're going to guide you through that. We're going to make sure you go to the right doctors, that you use your health insurance if you can. If you can't, we're going to make sure you get the treatment you need anyway. And then the last one is settlement. You've got to make sure that you get paid for all of this, because you're going to be stuck with the damages. So we're going to make sure, and studies have been shown, that you're going to get 3.5 times more on average if you have an attorney, even after paying the attorney fees. So,
well, you said it, because when you have an accident, you're shaken up, you're not thinking straight, and that is a lot of stuff to think about.
It is. There's so many decisions.
You have a case that...
I do. There was a lady, she was sitting at a red light doing all the right things, and another driver in a commercial van just wasn't paying attention, was distracted, looked down for a moment, and then the next thing you know, rammed into the back of her. It caused her severe injuries. Now, she called us at 877 Pain Law, and we got involved right away, and we guided her through this. Now, her treatment involved physical therapy, it involved pain management, it involved a surgery to her back. She had neck, back, knee surgery problems, and we were able to get her all the treatment that she needed the right way. And then ultimately we had to file a lawsuit, because the adjuster, once in a while, they don't do the right thing even when we're involved. So in this situation, we held that adjuster's feet to the fire in litigation, and we got $1,250,000. So that is the kind of result that you need in a catastrophic situation. But it's very important that you give us a call at 877 Pain Law to let me have an opportunity to talk to you. We'll handle cases, a lot of cases are in that $50,000 or less category. We're going to work hard for you regardless of the size to make sure you get everything you're entitled to.
And when you call, it's free. You're not paying for the phone call. All you're doing is just seeing what's available out there to help you out.
That's right. And that one-on-one conversation is going to make a big difference. There are a lot of things people sometimes ask, well, how do you value a case? It's going to be the type of injuries you have, the type of treatment required, injections, surgeries. Those are going to be bigger cases. Fractures, herniated discs. Those are big. Spinal injuries, traumatic brain injuries, those are horrible, horrible things. All of those things would be much bigger cases. How it impacts you with your pain and suffering is something that we don't overlook, because that's an area where there's real value. We like to give very specific examples of how it's negatively impacted them, because then the adjuster can see that this is real. This isn't something that, you know, someone's just looking for a quick payday. They need to be paid and compensated.
Absolutely. Richard, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's so simple, such simple information, but so important. The way we have accidents everywhere all day long in Atlanta. Thank you.
True.
Don't forget to get the help you need. Contact the Griffin Law Firm. Call 877-PAIN-LAW. You can also log on to 877painlaw.com.